So a maiden Super Series title going to Fukushima and Hirota. Second consecutive Super Series tournament where the women's doubles has gone to first-time winners. We've got just one more final left, and it's possible that a men's doubles pair playing in their first ever tournament together could win a Super Series final, because Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei are up against Gideon and Sukamolio. Gideon and Sukamolio themselves are trying to make history. No previous men's doubles pair has ever won the first 3 Super Series tournaments of the year. They are trying to do that because they won the first 2, the All England and India, last week. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw was concerned, only 5 different nations at quarterfinal stage, 3 Chinese pairs, 2 pairs from Thailand. That was nice to see. 3 seeds in semi-finals representing 3 different nations in the top half of the draw. It was an all-Chinese affair with the 2-time beaten finalists, Chai Biao and Hong Wei. They were in the final back in 2014 and again last year, but they were beaten by this brand new pairing. So it set up a final with the pair very much in form at the moment. Gideon and Sukamolio going for a 3rd consecutive Super Series title.
Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei.
Well, only 2 pairs in the history of the Super Series have ever won a men's doubles Super Series title in their first ever tournament together. This pair, Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei, are trying to become the 3rd pair to do so.
Their opponents from Indonesia, Perjuangan Gideon,
Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamolio, the All England champions, the India Open champions, and they become the Malaysian Open champions as well. Well, there's 4 other pairs who've won 3 or more consecutive Super Series titles in the men's doubles discipline. Lee Yongdae and Yu Young Sung, they actually won 4 consecutive and did it twice. Then Lee Yongdae playing with Jung Jae-sung, Kido and Setiawan did it in 2008, and Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng, the left-hander on court, did it back in 2007. There is the Olympic champion, the 2-time Olympic champion, the only player in history to contest 3 consecutive men's doubles finals at Olympic Games. Zheng Siwei, making his first appearance here, has already won a title, the mixed doubles. He's going for the doubles double, the 20-year-old. They don't have a world ranking because this is their first tournament together. There's only one man who has won the doubles double, and that was Lee Yongdae, and he did it twice. So can Zheng Siwei add his name to that of Lee Yongdae? Pushed the full distance in the first round against the 2016 All England champions Ivanov and Sozanov, and again in the semi-final yesterday against the 2-time beaten finalists Chai Biao and Hong Wei. Marcus Fernaldi Gideon turned 26 last month, and until Thursday they were the world number 1s. Next Thursday they'll go back to being world number 1s, so that, as you can see, they're number 2 at the moment. Kevin Sanjaya Sukamolio born in Banyuwangi, in the easternmost end of Java. They were pushed the full distance just once, and that was in the quarterfinal by the pair who have become the world #1s this week, Li Junhui and Liu Yu-chen. In fact, they were 14-17 down in that second game before winning 7 straight points to close it out, 21-17. And very impressive in their semi-final against the #2 seeds, Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Sonoda.
Ready?
Well, this, of course, must be the first meeting between these two pairs, as Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei have never played a tournament together before.
Indonesia. And on my left, Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei, China. Zheng Siwei to serve to Perjuangan Gideon. Le ball. Play.
So the men's doubles final. Well, if you've watched Gideon and Sukamuljo before, you'll know what an exciting, dynamic young pair they are. Now, we were talking yesterday during their semi-final against Kimura and Sonoda whether you could find anyone quicker on court than the 4 players that were. And the only man that you thought could match them, or maybe even quicker, is the man on the opposite side of the net right now, Zheng Siwei.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that he's not quicker than Kevin Sukamuljo, but very speedy. Anyway.
Service fault called on the Olympic champion.
3-1.
And unlike a lot of other players, Fu Haifeng just goes back, gets ready to receive.
Oh, there's an indication of speed.
2-3.
And you saw it in the mixed doubles. So the only 2 pairs who have won a Super Series men's doubles title when playing in their first tournament together. Both happened at your home event, Steen, in the Denmark Open. 2012, Shinbek Chol and Yu Young-sung, and then a year later, Yu Young-sung again, but this time playing with Lee Yong-dae.
Yeah, the first one was especially surprising, as they were sort of the leftovers from the combination of Lee Yong-dae and Ko Sung-hyun, but ended up winning.
Yeah.
Service over 3-5.
Good racket skills there by Zheng Siwei.
Well, many people thought that Fu Haifeng had gone into retirement. This is his first tournament of the year.
6-5.
Yeah, broke the strings of his racket with that smash. Oh, my goodness. Well, this is going to be fascinating, isn't it? He's the quickest of them all.
Oh, that's good racket skills from Fu Haifeng.
This is Fu Haifeng's third final here at the Malaysian Open, but he's never won the title. Lost in the final twice with former partner Yun, 2003 and 2005. So will it be third time lucky if he plays like that? It might well be.
He's a legend himself, Fu Haifeng.
Yeah.
2 men's doubles Olympic gold medals with different partners. Extraordinary good service from Perjuangan Gideon.
Well, it couldn't be closer. There's got to be at least 1 point in it, and that's all there is. When I was mentioning men's doubles pairs who have won at least 3 consecutive Super Series titles, there's some of the great pairs of the sport since the inception of the Super Series. Lee Yong-dae, Lee Yong-sung, Zheng Siwei and Lee Yong-dae, Marcus Guido, Hendra Setiwan, Yun and Fu Haifeng. There's another fault serve. Do you see potentially this Indonesian pair becoming one of the greats of the men's doubles?
Possibly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They won in All England, which is a big hole, considered a little bit slow. And they won in India, which is a very, very windy hole. So,
yeah.
In the final here, so it seems like they are sort of sustainable in many different circumstances, whereas a pair like Sechawan and Mohamed Hassan normally played best in the holes where there were a little bit windy conditions. There is one thing, though, that is interesting in my opinion, and that is that they don't have that good head-to-head record against now retired Lee Yong-dae and Yoo Young-sung, who has a very, very solid defense. We don't have any pairs right now with a defense like that. So probably we'll see the defense developed a little bit amongst the men's doubles pairs over the next 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, it's a super shot. from Sukamolio.
15-11.
This is their 6th Super Series tournament final. They've never lost a final so far. Previous 5 titles.
Remember yesterday when we saw them play against Kamura and Sonoda at the interval? I think they were trading 8-11 in the first game. Then they had this break, had a little talk. What's the clever thing to do against the Japanese pair? Racing off to win the first game and be totally dominant in the second as well. Here, 11-10 at the interval. Now 17-11, 17-12 now.
12-17.
That's a delightful interception and change of pace. That's an incredible shot from Gideon. Well, not only the technical skills to play that, but the vision to see that's where the gap was. Oh, it's
Well
rising.
played. Yeah.
Service over.
Second opportunity is converted. 21-14. Opening game to Gideon and Sukamolio. Just 12 minutes. Well, I thought last year when they made their breakthrough, 3 Super Series tournament finals, 3 wins, but they are continuing that good form through 2017.
The thing is that when they're playing well, they're not only winning, they're more or less humiliating their opposition.
Yeah.
The only pair who's had some resistance, I actually think they played a really, really good match and had them more or less in the bag, but forgot to close it. That was Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen. Made sure that Kevin Sukamulio wasn't having that great a day, but failed to capitalize on it in the end. Both these two players, Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen, very, very strong in the flat game, good in the attack. And that's what's so worrying for the opponents, that this Indonesian pair is not only strong in the attack, they're also very, very strong in the flat game.
Yeah.
So how do you actually take the attack away from them when they're so strong in the flat game? That's really, really difficult, and that's for all the other men's doubles pairs to solve that puzzle.
Second game, level play. Service all. 1 love.
Oh my goodness. Oh, tremendous rally. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that.
2 love.
Oh, 21 shots isn't a long rally, but it might well be the longest of the match so far.
Well played. Extremely well played by Fu and Zheng Siwei, who is, of course, the first to have a shot at solving the Indonesian puzzle here.
So that becomes the longest rally. 6 shots. And I think we had 90 shots in the women's doubles.
1-3. Service over. 4-1.
I thought initially he was going to try and play a backhand kill. A much better choice in the end.
Service over. 5-2.
Great service by Zheng Siwei.
That's well taken. Maybe 33, but he still reads the game and moves very quickly to get in the right position.
Service over. 3-8.
What was the fault there? Did it hit Zheng Siwei? Probably did.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure.
So the turn probably hit his back or something like that.
Yeah, that's clever.
Service over. 9-3.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there's me been singing his praises, and then Fu Haifeng just completely mistimed that.
9.
Yeah. That's a good plan, definitely a good plan. If you got someone on your own pair who's better in the flat game than Gideon, then let's play a flat game between these two.
Yeah. Well, it's a handsome lead. 7-point advantage here for the brand new pairing of Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei. Yeah, not much coaching from the Chinese coaching bench.
No, they were pretty certain on what to do, and they've done it well here in the beginning of the second game.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. For play. Service over, 12-5.
Good idea. Yeah. It's a very good idea, lift from Fu Haifeng, the high lift, because they're not so easy to hit, and we discussed it earlier in this tournament that sometimes because it's so fast and furious, you get a little bit scared of the smashes of Kevin Sukamuljo, but he doesn't hit that hard from the baseline.
14-5.
But it requires a lot of your own defense as well. You've got to really rely on it. And what a change of events.
Yeah. 10-point advantage now. Surely going to be treated to a third and deciding game.
Service over, 6-15.
Two different styles in many ways, Fu and Zheng Siwei, but of course the quickness of Zheng Siwei can help Fu Haifeng, who is not as quick as he was when he was younger.
Oh, a second time he's completely mistimed his shot. Fu Haifeng. And that's probably a result of not playing so far this year at this, well, any tournaments, any international tournaments. Oh, that's super.
Good control.
10-16.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity from Sukamuljo. Would have been a good smash from Gideon towards the right hip of Zheng Siwei.
It's amazing. They hit the net in the service return so many times, and still tumbles over to the opponent's side. Totally unreturnable.
Service over, 18-11.
Oh!
Fantastic kill.
Service over,
Oh, flying backhand smash across court for an outright winner. Clever.
service over,
2 points away from taking this second game.
12. Service over, 13-19.
Game point opportunities to send this the full distance.
14.
Yes, the big high lift. There's been 4 of them you were talking about, and it's landed in.
Yeah.
No, 1 game all.
Second game won by Fu Haifeng.
Absolute symmetry in the score lines.
71-14.
Games won and lost to 14 points. "26 minutes only for 2 games. So, 3rd and deciding game.
Final game. Level play.
Yeah, well played from the left-handed Fu Haifeng.
1-love.
You know, Steen, in a way, the Indonesian combination remind me a little bit of Ricky and Rexy, in that they can be very explosive, win points apparently at will at times, and then they go off the boil and become a little bit complacent. So the big question mark is, have they got the focus of Ricky and Rexy that they developed, that they could switch it back on again? I don't know with this pair at the moment. Oh, gracious. I'm not sure if we'll see. Yeah. I've really seen an extraordinary shot from Fu Haifeng.
Thank you. Service over. 1-2.
You mean with Sukamuljo in the role as Rexy Meineke,
yes,
and Gideon playing Ricky Subakya?
Yeah. And I don't necessarily mean playing styles.
No,
I mean,
but the same
sort of
ability
approach.
to
Yeah.
Score lots of points in a row.
3-2.
Clever, clever. Fu Haifeng there. It's not allowed Sukamuljo to serve as fast as he wants to. Of course, part of the game plan not to let Gideon and Sukamuljo sort of rush away with 5 points in 1 minute's time. Oi, great defense.
Yeah, pure instinctive defense from Fu Haifeng.
But it's also, I mean, we have to remember Fu Haifeng Jiangnan, reigning Olympic champion. He's played with Kai Yun when Lee Yongdae, Zheng Siwei were at their best, when Asan Sechawan, when Kido and Sechawan were at their best. He's played with the tough guys,
Yeah.
Fu Haifeng, and was the toughest of them all, perhaps.
There was a silent slip there as well from Sukamuljo.
I still think back of one of the very best World Championship finals I've ever seen in 2009 in Hyderabad, when Fu Haifeng and Chai Yun beat Lee Yongdae and Zheng Siwei in a 3-game match, unforgettable 3-game match. We played 32 minutes. That's what the first game in
Women's singles, wasn't
women's singles, that was 32 minutes.
Oh, yes. The Indonesians are a little more focused and concentrated here in this deciding game than they were in the second.
Gracious. This is a little bit too fast for me. I'll have to wait to comment on it, to the replay. Extraordinary. Of course, they also benefit a little bit, Gideon and Sukamuljo, from being a totally new pairing. So the ones they're playing, they have really no idea what kind of shot is it that they normally play. Sometimes I think they don't have either themselves what they normally play, because they choose new ones all the time.
Oh, the luck of the net cord with Sukamolio. And a 4-point advantage for the number 4 seeds at the change of ends here in the deciding game.
Kualitasnya jangan naik, agak turun. Oke, servisnya agak dorong panjang.
Kevin. 11-7, play.
So can the Indonesians keep this going, or will the experience of Fu Haifeng and the speed of his young partner enable them to come back? Well, that's a very, very positive move from Gideon.
I'm amazed that the service judge is not alert to that serve. It's becoming higher and higher from Marcus Gideon, lifting his left arm. It's almost horizontal.
Service over, 8-12.
Yeah, the celebration after the rally from Gideon.
Fu Haifeng tells Zheng Siwei, lift it high, I have no chance of getting back. In a good defensive position.
Service over, 9-14.
Very important couple of rallies coming up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. Service error from Fu Haifeng.
15-10.
That might be the first service error of the match. We've had service faults, but indeed it is. Oh, that's clever.
16-10.
Wonderful.
17-10.
No. Goodness me. Might as well have left it.
Service over. 11-17.
Last chance for Zheng and Fu, I think.
Service over. 18-11.
3 points away from keeping their unbeaten record in Super Series tournament finals. Their 6th final. And now just 2 points away from creating history. No men's doubles pair has ever won the first 3 Super Series titles of the year.
Service over. 12-19.
Match point opportunities.
20, match point 12.
Is missed. 6 out of 6. Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamolio. 3 consecutive Super Series titles at the beginning of 2017. 6 Super Series titles out of 6 finals. And for Marcus Finaldi Gideon, it's 7 out of 7 because he also won the French Super Series in 2013 with Marcus Kido. What an incredible record. Well, there was a mixed doubles pair in 2007 that won the first 3 Super Series of the year. Zheng Bo and Gao Ling. And Lee Chong-wei in 2010 won Korea, Malaysia and All England when those 3 tournaments were the first 3 of the year, but never before has a men's doubles pair achieved this. But Gideon and Sukamolio, 21-14, 14-21, 21-12 in the deciding game in a match only lasting 41 minutes. Well, it is incredible what they've achieved at the beginning of this year. And they're entered next week in Singapore. Surely, 4 in a row? Is that possible? Of course it's possible.
The wind blows in Singapore. I have them as favourites.
Well, they'll certainly go back to the #1 spot in the world after this week in Kuching. Well, for a first ever tournament together, we've got to hand it to Fu Haifeng and Zheng Siwei to get all the way through to the final.
President of Badminton Asia and Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Alex Ong, Managing Director of Victor Malaysia, to give away the prizes to the winners.
Men's doubles, Sarkom Asiata Malaysia Open 2017, part of MetLife BWF World Super Series Premier. Runners-up, Fu Haifeng, Zheng Siwei, China.
Well, I hope we see them at future events because they're an exciting pair. A mixture
And the mock
of
check
youth and
of
experience.
USD 22,800. Men's doubles Sagam Asiata Malaysia Open 2017 by the MetLife BWF World Super Series Premier. Champions from Indonesia, Marcus Penalty Gideon and Kevin Sanders.
Unbeaten record in Super Series finals continues.
Champions
Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamolio. 6 out of 6.
and the mock check at USD
3 titles last year, 3 titles this year now. Including, of course, 2 of the 5 Premier events. The All England and now here the Malaysia.
and the souvenir mascot of the home field from the Sarawak Sports Corporation.
Well, it's only men's doubles and women's singles where the Grand Slam winning all 5 premiers is still possible. It's only ever been achieved in women's doubles. And that was the first year of the Premier with Wang Xia Li and Yu Young. Now, they are very, very exciting to watch. Gideon and Sukamolio. Well, as the players pose for the photographers with the dignitaries, what a week we've had here in Kuching.
Thank you, Mr. Anton Subowo
What a
and Young
finals day
Berbahagia
we've had.
Alex Ong for giving away the prizes and
History
souvenirs
made
to
with
winners.
the women's doubles, first ever players from Japan to take a title.